Welcome back for another lesson. In this session we're going to have a go at doing a silly looking dog, again using an oval shape. So we've used a few oval shapes in our lessons lately, and it goes to show what a versatile shape it can be. So to start off with, in the middle of our page, nice and lightly with our pencil, drawing with me, we're going to do an oval shape. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. If you do an oval shape and it looks a bit like that, that's okay. The more you draw, the better you'll get at these sort of shapes. Okay, so we're going to imagine that we're going to use this for the whole body and the head, and we're going to imagine the head's in this part up here. So drawing with me, we're going to add in some nice big eyes, and I'm going to overlap them like that. I'm going to add some pupils in. And we'll add in, I'll actually use some shapes for the eyebrows like that, otherwise you can do lines. Okay, so let's add in our nose and our mouth. Now that's going to be like this. It's going to be a big line around like this, and then it's going to become the mouth at the bottom. So it's almost like another oval shape. This is where you decide, do you want a small mouth? So just watching what I do first. Small mouth and nose, or a massive nose and mouth, or maybe a bit medium. But I'm going to lean towards the bigger nose. So I'm going to draw mine out like this and bring it up like that. Of course, the bigger the mouth is, like if I drew it up like this, he's going to look very excited. You could even make him look a bit unhappy if you want to. So let's add our nose in. And I'll draw it again for you. I'm going to make it go up a bit. Like that. So you can see that by doing different sorts of shapes, you can come up with all different sorts of ideas for your character. And I'm just going to do a cheek like that. So we're going to rub out inside that nose, which I call breaking the shape. This nose shape is now broken outside the body, and it makes it look a little bit more 3D. Okay, on the end of that nose, I'm just going to add another, you guessed it, oval shape, put a circle inside, and then we can come along and colour that in black, or you can leave some lines there and add colour later. And we're going to give him a nice big open mouth. So I'm going to do a line down like that. So again, you need to decide how big a mouth you want. And then I'm going to give him a tongue hanging out. So this is going to be a bit tricky, so watch what I do. I'll draw it once for you first, and then I'll show you. Welcome to our lesson. I'm going to do one line like this. Another line like that. So drawing with me, we're curving it out and bringing it down. And then we're going to make a big tongue like that coming back up. So I'll do it once more. Curve line around. Curve line around like that. And then of course we're going to need to just rub out where those lines are. So it always pays to draw nice and lightly. I might just rub out where that line is too. If it's a bit hard for you to rub out, once you ink in with pen, you can come back and rub that out. And then we're just going to do a black line, a line down like this, which is sort of going to mark where we're going to put the black in. And I would then colour inside there, and he's suddenly got an open mouth. So all I did there was this. Once we've done our tongue, drew a line down, and then added black. Okay, so let's add some ears. And for the ears, I'm just going to do some straight lines up like this. You're welcome to make your own ears up. Already he's starting to look silly, isn't he? And then we're just going to add, yes, you guessed it, another oval shape. And we're ready to make that black, or again you can leave it for later to come back and actually add colour into. And I'll just thicken some of this up. Okay, so let's add his arms in. So for his arms I'm going to do a very simple shape. I'm going to do it like this. Like that. So I'm going to do one arm down like this. You'll see I've brought it out of the body. Like that. And you can curve it around like that, or we can actually do it like this, where you just bring it back up like that. And then for his other arm, we're going to do the same shape, but this time like that. So curving it up this time and then doing one finger, another finger, and then a line down like that. Now the more you curve it up, the more he'll look like he's waving. Okay, and for his legs, we're going to do our lines first where we want the legs to go. So I'm going to do a couple of sets of lines like this for his legs. And again, this is where you're working out where you want the legs to go. So I might put that one back a bit further. And that one over there like that. Or I might even put that a little bit closer. So as you draw, you'll sort of start getting your eye in on what is going to work for you. And then for his feet, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a big curved shape around toe, toe, toe. So I'll do that again for you. Big curved shape, toe, and then another toe. And then this leg is actually behind that. So we're going to do the back of the foot there, and then some other toes. So we're starting to get a bit of perspective in here and a bit of 3D. So we're going to rub out a few things now. We're going to rub out where the body's inside that arm. And we're going to rub out where this leg joins the body here. And we'll rub out a bit of this line for that second leg, but we'll leave a bit of the line there for the bottom of his body. Okay, so we've nearly finished our character. The last thing we can add is a tail, like that. And then we could add detail to the body. So if you wanted to, we could add some shapes, some patches onto his body like that if you wanted to. I'd probably add them over this side actually, so it looks like it's on his back. And when you're doing the patches, don't do them like that, like I just did. Make them a bit round and a bit curved, like you'd see on a cow maybe, that sort of thing. Now this line here I might fix up. So once you've done your drawing, often you will come back and fix things up, and I'll just flatten it out a little bit. And there's our dog. Now we can add a little bit of texture to his body if you wanted just to add a few lines here or there. That will add a little bit of texture. You can also come along and add black into those shapes if you wanted to make it black. Otherwise you can come along and add colour. We could add a little bit of shadow to the tail down there and a couple of lines along the muzzle if we wanted. And there's our dog. Even to the tongue would work as well. So I might put him on some grass, so I might just do some lines like this, big and small. And you can start adding detail, backgrounds, speech bubbles if you have a funny idea of what he could be saying. In this one he could be saying wolf, which is pretty much what a lot of dogs say. Oops, I'll say that again. So just going to use some block letters. You don't have to add this in if you don't want to. And then if I was going to make him saying that, I would do a speech bubble, give it plenty of room around the word, and then we'll just do our little tail for our bubble back to him like that. You want to make sure it's nice and big. Like that. And there's our cartoon dog. Now, to finish off our grass, we could add detail. So always think about the things you could add in. You don't have to add in a lot of detail, just to make it look more interesting and a little bit more real. Okay, so there's our silly dog using an oval shape. I hope you enjoyed doing that, and also I hope you got to see how we reuse some of these shapes over and over, and it's helpful when you want to redraw a character. You're welcome to add in more detail to the character and the background to make a full picture and add colour, and make sure and share it with people around you that they can enjoy it as well. So I hope you enjoyed this lesson doing a dog character using a simple oval shape, a silly dog. And please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Easy Cartoon Drawing School, for more free lessons, to be notified when they're up. And there's one-on-one lessons online available. And also we have a Facebook group where you can come and post your pictures and get feedback and do all other sorts of fun things in that group, learning about cartooning. Happy cartooning!